Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Sean, coming to you from my home studio here in Dallas, Texas. Today is April 8th, 2026. This is going to be episode number 67 from Sea to Light Sports, Detroit Red Wings, NHL update. Let's just jump right into it, folks. It's kind of what we do. Last night we had the Battle of Mediocrity with the Columbus Blue Jackets heading into Little Caesars Arena, square off against the Red Wings. Both these teams battling for their playoff lives. Uh, let's just jump right in and see what happens here, folks. Early into the game, with everything on the line for both teams, 2 minutes and 6 seconds in, we had Heinen give Columbus Blue Jackets the 1-0 lead early. It's let's celebrate there. There's wasn't a cardinal sin because it's 6 seconds by 6 seconds. Yeehaw! But nonetheless, uh, you know we uh, you know we didn't look that bad. We didn't look that good, and that is our problem. We can't play 5-on-5, but hey, we got a power play at in the midway point. So at 10:27, Dylan Larkin on the power play, hanging in there and banging home his rebound, knotting it up at one apiece, where it stayed at the under 1-1. Heading into the second period, here we go. We had Justin Falk pretending to be Bobby Orr, walking down through, splitting the D, and making a sweet move and beating the goaltender there, giving the Detroit Red Wings a 2-1 lead there at the 6:27 mark of the first period, where we play on. Maybe 4 minutes later, here we had Zach Werenski knotted up at two apiece. He gets his 22nd of the year, ties it up at two apiece. Into the second period, it stays knotted at two apiece after two. That's what it was after two. But here we go, heading into the third period. Justin Falk wasn't done for the night, folks. He gets a wrist shot in from the point there, and we get up on the lead at the 15-14 mark. We battled through it. We hung in. We traded punches, but we just didn't look like we had heart or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's not there. But that's a wet lead at 15-14. Could we hang on like 4 or 5 minutes here uh, and secure an important regulation win at 2 points that we desperately need? And it didn't happen, folks. We had Adam Fanatelli at the 1943 mark with their netminder pulled, evens it up at three apiece, where we gave up a regulation win there, but nonetheless, we get a parity point. We get the point, and here we go heading into overtime where we played 3-on-3 shinny here, where we looked kind of silly going back and forth. Both teams had plenty of opportunities to end it. Both teams didn't. So here we go heading into the skills competition and the shootout. Some bunch of more silly moves and a bunch of stuff that doesn't belong really in the game of hockey to decide a team sport, whether playoffs or regular season or not. This stuff doesn't belong in the game, folks. But we had Werenski, who played 33 minutes, by the way. He seals a deal with the shootout victory. They're giving them Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3 win in a shootout, giving them the 2 points. And that's a big swing for us because we gained one and they passed us. So here we go. That's the final. 4-3 in a shootout from a team that's not looking like they want to play hockey at all. Your Detroit Red Wings. So let's just move on and look at the schedule and the results. Here we are, not showing up and playing these games that we desperately need, and we're counting on other people, and we can't count on other people. And look at the scores. There you have Montreal's not losing. They're not losing. Ottawa's not laying down. Columbus beat us. They're playing. Philadelphia's battling for their lives. They beat us the last time. you know, they're playing, they're moving up. They want to keep playing. They won. You know, then you had Carolina win, Colorado over St. Louis, Dallas over Calgary. Uh, Dallas is who's I'm going with now, folks. Minnesota uh, over Seattle, Utah over Edmonton, Vegas over Vancouver, Nashville over Anaheim. And there's only a handful of games today. There's a doubleheader on TNT at 7 and 10. You got Buffalo and the Rangers. Um, Capitals at Toronto at 7:30. That's regular ESPN stuff. And then the second of the doubleheader is going to be Edmonton at San Jose at 10 o'clock Eastern time. That's going to be on TNT and True. So let's just move on and look at these standings now and see how we fare. It's not looking good for us, folks. We're still in the mix. There's still hope for us. We can still do it, but we're going to have to run the tables. It's nearly impossible. I don't think that we got it, but you know, I'm going to keep cheering here, folks. But make note of what I got highlighted there on the far right there, and this is what really is chapping me and really making me you know, not have a lot of faith in this team. Where you're a minus 10 goal differential at this juncture of the season. Here we are battling for our lives at 3-6-1 in our last 10, and we lost 3 straight. That isn't showing a heart of a team that really wants to carry on, but nonetheless, we're only a point out of the mix here. Well, 2 if you count 92 points, but 4 games, we're counting on way too much help. We just got to play the games. We got to run the tables and see. But look at the Montreal Canadiens up there, tied with Tampa and Buffalo with 102 points. You know, the entire, now it's like the more interesting story is we're getting down here. It's going to be the seedings, who you're going to be playing in the first round. And the first round is already decided in the West for the top teams. But nonetheless, you can see that the whole Atlantic Division is tied, well, in points at 102, so it's up for grabs. And then you got Carolina and the Metropolitan. I think they got that secured with the 1 spot. But then you got the Flyers and the Pittsburgh down there. I think the only one that's reasonable there is the Flyers, which we play next, by the way, to see what we can do. But it's tight. You know, can we do it? I don't know. But we're counting on those guys to fizzle and die. You know, is Columbus going to lay down and die? Are the Flyers going to lay down and die? And then you look at the streaks that these teams are playing and who we're battling against. It's looking like we're going to lay down and die, not the other folks. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Keep the faith, folks. Keep hope alive, and we can still do this. But it's getting to look like mathematically impossible. Until you see that elimination next to us, keep it up. Keep going. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for watching. Be nice and kind to each other. See the light, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.